What's up, Radical fans? I'm over here at Golden Apple with John Heffernan, the creator of Driver for the Dead.
Hello.
How's it all going so far?
It is going, man. Living the dream.
So tell the fans a little bit about where this idea stemmed from.
Well, the idea stemmed from, basically, I'm a terrible insomniac. I can't sleep, like, at all, literally. I usually find myself wandering around at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I happen to find myself in a Denny's at around 5 a.m. in Oxnard, and I was reading this article in a local paper about a hearse driver who was carjacked at gunpoint, and the authorities later found the hearse, but they never found the body. And that got me to thinking, why would you take the body instead of the hearse? Got to be the car is worth more. But maybe, perhaps, there's something to corpses or certain corpses that give them a certain value that we're not aware of. Satanists, necrophiliacs, the gold in the corpse's teeth, I don't know. But I started to think that, well, what if you had a corpse that was really valuable and you needed to get that corpse from point A to point B without it being interfered with somehow? Well, what would you do? Who would you call? You need somebody who knew what they were doing, who knew about those kind of things in that kind of world. Basically, you need a driver for the dead. And that's where the idea was born.
Wow. And so how did Leonardo Manco come on to do the art for it?
Leo was actually this suggestion of the fantastic editor Renee Geerlings, who is now also the editor on Leo's newest book, your book Damaged, which is a fantastic book as well. And for my money, he's the best artist working in comics. He's awesome. And now that he's teamed up with colorist Kinson Lowe, who we first worked with on Driver, I mean, their stuff is just so on the same page. It looks great, man. It looks better than anything else out there.
So what are you most excited about, how this book turned out and what happened with the creation of it and the whole process?
To me, primarily I'm a screenwriter. I've written, a lot of screenplays, probably the most famous of which being Snakes on a Plane. But the thing is, as a screenwriter, is the first thing you're taught not to do is to direct on the page. You don't want to put in like the mise-en-scene. You don't want to put in the camera angles. You don't want to play what song is in the background, all that kind of thing. In the comic book world, as a writer, it's the opposite. You have to tell the artist exactly what you need. You need to know exactly how the page is going to be laid out, how many panels are going to be on the page, the camera angle of each shot of the page. And so you really get to be more of a visual director of this kind of narrative than you ever get to be in a screenwriter when running a screenplay. And that, to me, I think, was the most rewarding aspect of it. And
what else can we expect coming out from you?
Well, I have just sold a script to Paramount called Abducted, which is being produced by Disruption in conjunction with Bender Spink. We are going out with a pitch, loosely, tentatively, workingly titled Time Travel Mutiny with Imagine and Blacklight Transmedia, which will be going out soon. And I'm also developing a television idea called Point of Entry, which is going to be kind of a hardcore, very masculine, very violent, very The Shield, Breaking Bad kind of a show, which hopefully you'll see on FX or Spike or a channel like that sometime next year.
Excellent. Well, Radical fans, you heard it here. We also want to let you know that we have a contest going on where you can get an exclusive limited edition print, litho print of Driver for the Dead, and go on our social networks to be able to find out the details. There are only 10 that are being printed, and we'll pick one grand prize winner who will get to have a Skype conversation with the man himself and get to ask all the questions that you have. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.
Thank you.